Hello, and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to do a playthrough of a game that was just released in 2020, but it's for a system that was came out in, as you can see here, 1981. So this is an emulator for a Texas Instruments home computer. This game's called Realms of Antiquity, and I started watching this on D Forte's channel. There's a lot of retro stuff, retro games, like a lot of wizardry games, and retro RPGs, Ultima games, gold box games, so D&D gold box games, stuff like that. And there's a lot of reviews, so if you haven't checked out his channel, I'm a patron of his. But anyway, he did a playthrough of this game, and the developer, Adam, I can't think of his last name right now, but he was on a lot of his streams. But anyway, it's a game that I looked at. I used to have a Texas Instruments computer back in the day. When I was a kid, it was probably definitely my first computer. Well, my dad bought it, but my first computer and first game that I actually did any programming or anything on, from the TI magazine. But I did have an RPG on it. It was called Tunnels of Doom, which involved a cartridge and a cassette player, which you had to save on the cassette player. But this is a game that was just recently created, labor of love, definitely. Over 10 years in the making, and again, just came out in 2020. But it sparked my interest because I had always hoped, because Tunnels of Doom was my first RPG game on a computer, and I'd always hoped that there would be others on it. And when I saw this, I was immediately drawn to it, and just the sounds and the way the game ran and everything really reminded me of Tunnels of Doom. It's not quite like, it's kind of a cross between Tunnels of Doom, Ultima, and a few other games, Fantasy 3 or whatever, and other games, Wasteland, and other games that were inspired definitely by it. You can see in it. So yes, I knew I had to get it, and I decided to get it through the developer themselves, through Arcade Shopper, which they used. You can also get it on Steam right now. Not available on GOG yet, but I kind of wanted to get it via something that wasn't Steam, so I could run it without having to be on Steam. I definitely prefer that if I can, but if it's only on Steam, then I'll get it. But if it's available somewhere else, then I'll opt to get that first. But anyway, without further ado, let's check out the game here. Alright, so here it is. Just the basic Texas Instruments home computer screen, the one I was used to saying when I was a kid. And here we go. So again, this game just came out in 2020. So it's 16-bit graphics. Alright, so here we go. So this is game, like I said, it's on Steam also, but it's also, if you type in Realms of Antiquity, it'll come up with the website, and it'll show you the different ways you can get the game. Comes with a PDF of maps, a help guide, and various other things. They also did a Kickstarter on it, which you can get a hard copy of the game, and I think they did a second Kickstarter on it, in which you can get the actual cartridge and not the game on diskettes and stuff like that. So if you have a TI-99 sitting around, which I do have one, but I haven't used it in a while, but I definitely prefer the keyboard and mouse and everything in a PC, so I probably won't be getting that, but we'll see. Maybe if they do another Kickstarter on it, I just might. So anyway, so without further ado, let's look at the credits here. If I can get it going there. So it's Adam, I think Haase. He is the designer there. And the various other credits here. Alright, so let's go back. Oh, I guess these are more music related. And testing. And special thanks. Alright. So there we go. Alright, so let's go to the game. Start a new game. And create a new game. Warning, any game present on the same disk will be erased, so we don't have any. So let's go enter. Alright, so now you can either play it as a party of up to 4, or you can play it with a hero class in which you start with one person or one party member, but you can recruit other party members as you go. I think to initially start off, I was thinking about doing the hero class, but I think I'm just going to do a 4-party traditional party, and maybe later I'll do a playthrough of a hero quest. But I saw of a hero class, but I think I'd want to learn all the different types of classes. So I think this would be helpful to do a 4-player game. So that's what I'm going to do. So all right, so these are your different classes you can choose from: Crusader, Wizard, Ranger, Paladin, Warlock, Bard, Fighter, and Rogue. And I think D4T did a Crusader, a Wizard, a Paladin, and a Rogue, I think. So I may go for the other 4 just to try something a little bit different. So I definitely want to do a Ranger. I know that. That's definitely something I wanted to try. Paladin I wasn't that impressed with in this game. It didn't seem like it was that powerful, although it got more powerful as the game went on. But Warlock I definitely want to try too. Decide something different there. A Bard? I think I'm going to go with a Bard. Try that one out. And I'll go with the Fighter. Actually, maybe I won't go with a Fighter. I think a Rogue I think I'm going to go with, just because a Rogue is very helpful with picking locks and things like that. Searching, that kind of stuff. So I think I might, instead of going with the Fighter, although I do need some kind of a tank. So, I don't know. Let's definitely go with the Ranger. So let's set that up. So Wilderness Warrior, Master of the Bow, can wear up to hide armor and use shields or foci, which is like focus, I guess. Focus items. Favors green sorcery. So there's different colors of magic in which you can, I guess, specialize or in type thing. And green is one of them. And so we'll go with that one with the Ranger, because I have not seen anybody play this class yet. Again, I've only watched pretty much D4T play, so I think he's done 19 episodes on it so far. But let's go with that. Okay. Let's see. How do I... Oh, maybe I hit R. No. Do I hit... Click here? Enter or choose. Okay, enter. Alright, there we go. Alright, so assign attribute points. So we have 8 attribute points. It starts with 3 in strength, 5 in agility, 2 in cunning, and 2 in reason. So I think I'm definitely going to pump up my agility a little bit more. Probably give at least a couple points in that. Strength, probably at least one more, because he's going to need some for some hand-to-hand stuff. And I think cunning and reason. Let's see, cunning. I might just go a couple more points in that. Balance it a little bit. I'll put another one in agility. Maybe another 2 in agility, so he's really agile, and another 1 in strength. So I think that's a good balance for him. High agility, pretty good strength, and then a little bit below average cunning and reason. So I think that's good. We'll try that out anyway, see how that works. Alright, so enter one finished. Now we're going to choose a character name. We're going to name this after Mr. Brody. So we're going to call it Broham. That's Mr. Brody. I can just go with Mr. Brody, I guess. We'll go with Broham. That's good enough. Okay. Alright, so that's our first character. So our second character, definitely want to go with a Warlock. It's a different type of magic user, so we're going to go with a Warlock. And this one, let's see here. Well, Cunning and Reason. Cunning and Reason have to do with your, I think, spell points in this. They don't really have spell points. They're called stamina points. which are kind of related to mana and stuff like that. So I think we'll just increase these probably equally. Get these at least up to 8. I'm going to leave those low. I'm going to leave those real low with strength, so we're going to rely heavily on. So we're just going to go 9 and 9 for those. Yeah, we'll go really high on that. Okay. Alright, and the character name. We'll go with Mags. We'll go with Miss Mags there. Alright. Okay. And then try a bard. See how that goes. I always like the bards. Yeah, we'll go with the bard. So bard, traveler and explorer gets discounts on shops, so that's always good. Because money is fairly tight in this game, not extremely tight, but it's not like totally like in the gold box game. It's not like totally useless after a while. You're always going to need it. And it's not like scarce, but it's, again, it's a good balance in that. It's a good economy. Let's see, uses light arm weapons, wears leather, no shields, favors orange sorcery. Oh, so that's good. So we'll go with that one. Alright, so we're going to put up at least 1 point, another point in strength. So reason. So I'm guessing reason is the is like kind of the mana type thing. Agility. Go down on cunning. So we'll just kind of build him a little bit evenly, I think. Give him another agility point, I guess. I guess that's good. We'll try him out. See how it goes. Alright, so that'll be me, which we'll go with. Oops, okay. Alright, now we need one other character. So this is where I'm not sure. So let's see what the fighters. Master of weapons and armor. It uses all varieties, but cannot use any magic or foci. The only one who can use firearms. Ooh, I kind of like that. I'd like to be able to try to use a gun, but the rogue is a thief. Can wear leather, use foci, use offhand weapons. Senses traps and secrets. High crit rate, no magic. So he doesn't have magic either. I'm tempted to try the fighter, just to try something different, and what we can do is we can rely on like spells to search and things like that. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to try this out and see how the party works. Again, it may fail miserably because there's no rogue in it, but I'm going to try that anyway, and I just have to make sure that I rely on other things to do searches and disarm traps and things like that. Maybe spells or scrolls or whatever it is. Okay, so we're going to try the fighter just to try something different, because we kind of need a tank type character, and it's either going to be the paladin or this one. Uses all armor, wears all shield and foci. Again, I just want to try something different, so we're going to go with the fighter. Okay, not a true tank, but we'll kind of make it a tank, I think. So let's see what we get here. So strength, oh, that's good. 6. So we'll go up to, let's get to 9 there. Good agility. He doesn't use any type of. I think we're just going to keep those real low at 1. Can it make it up to 10? It can. So let's try that. Let's go. 10 is the highest you can go to start with. So we'll go with that. Might be a little bit of a mistake, but I'm going to try that. See how it goes. So he's kind of balances off the warlock there. Kind of the opposite of the warlock. Alright, so let's try that. Okay, so now we got to get and I don't know. We'll go with Diesel. Diesel. That's a good name for a fighter. Kind of like a tank. Alright. There we go. So now we have party overview. We have Broham the Ranger, Mags the Warlock, Schneeves the Bard, so Bard, healer type. So and Diesel the Fighter. We'll try that. Let's see how it goes. So accept party. Yes. So here we go. Creating a new adventure. It was an ordinary day. You were out walking, enjoying a sunny afternoon, a welcome break from the chaos and noise of your everyday life. You left civilization behind and traveled far into the isolated park. Serene and peaceful, you could feel your stress slip away on the cool breeze. Then you spotted the clouds on the horizon. All right, here we go. Press any key. I'm pressing any key, but it's not working. It's winter. How strange. The weather report made no mention of rain or storm, and the clouds were so unusual as well, dark and ominous, with weird flashes of colored light, unlike any lightning you've ever seen before. The storm is moving fast. Maybe you should seek shelter. Stumbling through the woods, you look around, trying to find a safe place from the storm. You hear the rumbling and thunder, and the wind grows chill, blowing a strange scent into your face. Panicking, you consider huddling under a tree, and then you see a rock face ahead in the growing darkness, lit now by a flash of lightning. Against the rock is a shadow. No, it's a crack, an opening, just wide enough for someone to squeeze inside. You push yourself in as the rain begins to fall in the great sheets that drench you before you can get completely inside. The inside is dark but dry, larger and deeper than it appeared. It should be protection, enough from the storm and rain, which seems to be growing louder and more violent than before. You sit on the dirt floor, shivering in your wet clothes as you wait for the storm to pass. The storm rages on and on. Thunder roars and booms like an angered beast who wants to eat you. The lightning continues to flash, and now you smell burning wood outside and hear trees falling. The flashes are not just bright, but of every color of the rainbow. At least 16 colors, anyway. Now the earth seems to shake beneath your feet. You seriously begin to think this could be the end, a final storm to end days. You are not sure, but when you passed out, you suddenly awaken. The terrible chaos of the storm is gone. Warm sunlight streams into the crevice where you are lying. You get up and go outside. You idly notice that the crack seems much wider than before. Then you realize that you are not where you were at all. So there are your graphics. You are standing upon a cliff edge overlooking a large lake in a valley surrounded by high mountains. These are the high mountains. Here are the white ones. The air is sweet and clear. No smell of chemicals, just fresh warm grass and wildflowers. This isn't the park at all. Is this even Earth? You feel different as well. You are dressed in very odd clothing, as if you were going to a medieval fair. How odd. You know things too. How to use the weapons and items you have, and other strange bits of lore. Is this another world? How did you get here? And how do you get home? You are not alone either. There are others here, equally confused and dressed oddly. Like you, a strange storm took them from their world to this place. A thin trail of smoke catches your eye. You can see a small village far off in the distance. To the left over here, the yellow. Perhaps you will find your answers there, or at least a start of them. Alright, so here we go. So that was the introduction. We'll continue our adventure. Alright, so this is this basic map you'll see. The overhead map. Your four characters here, Mags, Brohim, Schneeves, and Diesel. And they have health and stamina. And again, stamina is kind of like endurance. You use it to cast magic, pretty much. And you can get it back by moving around. Yeah, that or using a scroll or something like that. The health, you can only get back by healing it. Stamina you also get back by staying at inns. Health you get back not through staying at inns, but through healing and through scrolls. and various other things like that. So let's see what we got here. So let's check each character here. So we have Broham. So we're moving now. So that's our thing. We're moving on the map here. So again, this looks a lot like Ultima, if you've ever played that. Game series from the 80s by Richard Garriott there. Lord British. So alright, so let's check and see what we got here. So move. Let's see, how do you change from your characters? Do you hit the letter? So cast is C. Cast aid, we don't want to do that. So it's Broham trying to cast aid. Cycle is use the arrow keys. So these are his spells that he has. Broham has. He has aid, glow, and again he's a ranger. Aid, it's just aid and glow. And again, there's a white circle next to it, so it's not any particular. It doesn't get a boost through any particular trait that you have. You know, if you're good at certain magic, it's kind of a neutral thing. So it's just basic spells there. Glow, and I think glow is the will illuminate the area around you, and aid is probably a healing spell, I imagine. So let's see here. Q to cancel. So Q would cancel that. All right. So let's check our items out. So if you hit I, then you see what Broham is equipped with. So he's got a hatchet. He's got a buckler in his offhand, a short bow. That's his range because he's a hunter. He's got just 20 arrows. We'll have to get more arrows. And he just has padded armor. And this is his spell book. So let's check that out. Let's see. Let's remove it. And then we can look at it. So examine it. I think we had it. Let's see. How do we examine it? So how do we look at that? I know there's a way to look at the spells in the book. Not sure exactly. Oops, that's Diesel. Let's go back to Schneeves. So he's got his spell. Oops. All right, here we go. There's a way. Got to be a way to look at it. I know. Examine. It's a spell book. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how to do it, but anyway, I'm just going to equip it again. Press any key when finished. Alright, let's equip it. Alright, so maybe it has to be equipped, possibly? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how to... Well, I know there's a way that you can look at and see all the spells inside of it, but anyway, just go with that. So... Oh, that was Mags, okay. So Broham has his Librum, and these are different spell books, which have, you know, different assortment of spells in them. And then you have Mags, which she's equipped with she's the Warlock, I believe. She has a hatchet, a tattered gown, and she has a spell book. Let me see if I can get her. There's got to be a way to tell what they are. Yeah, I'm hitting one, but it's not doing anything. Just a spell book. Anyway, I'll just put that back on. Okay. Then you have Schneeves, which is the bard. He has a crude knife, a sling for a rage. Doesn't have an offhand right now. Slinging his stones, padded armor, and he has his own spell book there. And finally, we have Diesel, the fighter. He has a rusty blade and a buckler for the shield, and then bowhide armor right now. So these are all just basic starting out. And these are all, so your backpack can hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, looks like 10 items in your backpack. Alright, so those are your characters there. Now there's a way to figure out to make... Oh, and these two arrows to the right of the square there are kind of an elevation thing. Alright, so let's just go around here, and since I'm not sure exactly how to change your character, there's in the lead there, let's just, oh, so now, let's see here, let's try to cast it. Let's try to cast the illumination thing. Aid, glow. So select and let's hit enter. It doesn't work, cast. Do you hit C? I'm not sure exactly how to cast the spell. That would be enter, but it's not. Is it G maybe for glow? Space to space maybe. There you go. Okay, so eliminated. So you notice the stamina went down a little bit. Alright, so we're just gonna kind of wander around a little bit here. Till we run into some monsters or enter the city. So there's a bridge over here. Looks like this might be a monster. Nope, this is a city. Alright, so we've entered a city. So let's talk to some people here. Welcome to Elthorpe. Elthorpe. This looks like a little field here. What if the failings attack the town? Horrors. So it's like an old school RPG, and these are the buildings here, so I think these are the doors. Oh, that's a chimney. I think the doors are must be around here to the other side. Again, you have to use your imagination a little bit, but the graphics are really good for, definitely for a TI, for a game for 1981. Well, a system that was 1981. A game from 2000, but... Alright, Harriet the Healer. Hello, usually I'm healing sick goats and the like, but I can take care of your wounds and ills. I can heal you for 10 coins, or cure you for 15 coins, so if you have any kind of condition. So we're going to go with leave, because we don't need to heal. So basically you would hit 1 if you wanted healing, 2 if you wanted curing, and so forth. So we'll just leave. Hope I don't see you again soon. Alright. So let's check out some of these other buildings here. So I don't know if all these buildings you can enter. Probably not. That's a horse down there. You talk to the horse? No. So I guess if they don't have a door in it, you probably can't enter it. So let's check this one out. And there's a sign here. General store. So we definitely want to hit this one because we want to buy it. So you can, some stores you can buy and sell. This one you can just buy in. So you need to eat food in this one. If you don't eat food, then you can't replenish your stamina, which makes sense, from a logical point of view. So there's hardtack. So we have 100 coins between us. Hard cheese, potatoes, potato. There's Mr. Brody. Yes, we're playing the game, Mr. Brody. Mr. Brody saying hi to all his fans. Okay. Candle, torch. Probably going to want to buy a torch, so I'll buy a torch. Okay, so torch. We don't really have a lockpicker per se, so I'm not going to buy a lockpick right now. Probably some potatoes. Let's just check and see. So we're done. Let's leave and just check and see what we have for food right now. So let's go to use, I guess. Use pine torch. No, we don't want to use that yet. So let's queue to cancel. So let's look at our items again. Not sure. These are how we look at characters. Is it Z? I think it's Z. Yes. Okay. So now we can look at our characters here. So Broham is a level 1. Mr. Brody. Hey. He's very excited to play this game, you can see. Level 1 Ranger, so strength, agility, cunning, and reason. So, the first level, you gain skill, I think a skill point or skill points when you level up. And you don't just automatically level up, you have to go see a trainer. You have to find trainers in order to level up. His health is 22. So this kind of works, not how many hit points you have left, but how many wounds you have. So when the wounds hit 22, then you're going to be KO'd essentially. But we'll get more into that later. And then fatigue is basically kind of like stamina wounds. It basically drains your stamina when you have fatigue. So kind of an interesting system there. So this Broham is Mags. So she doesn't have quite as much health. Okay. Hey, Brody. Health and stamina. So this is the bard, and okay, so I'm trying to find out where the food is here. So let's press space when done. Okay, there's got to be a way to look and see. Let me try it. Play around with some of these different keys here. Guess I could look at the help guide there, but I didn't. So I'm just going to press some keys until I find one that gives you your character stuff. So that's the pie. Now we don't want to use, that's U for using it. And the Q cancels, so it's Q. Let's see, we don't want to cast. Oh, no, we don't do that. No casting. Q to cancel. Okay. Yes, I'm trying to figure out how to get to the. Oh, there it is. Okay, so H is help. So let's check and see here. So set active. Oh, set active player. You hit the number button. Okay. So we'll probably want to put the fighter up front. So we'll set him to be the active guy. Player status, Z, party status. Okay, that's what we want to look at, party status. So past turn, you hit the space bar. So control, definitely want to know the F5 there. We don't want to know F9 right now, but just F5 to save the game. So we're probably going to want to do that right now. So let's do an F5. Save the game. So we'll definitely want to do that. Want to save scum quite a bit in this. And P was the party one. There we go. This is what we want to see. So this gives an overview of the party. And again, it's kind of the opposite. If you look underneath each ranger, warlock, bard, and fighter there, that's fatigue. So those aren't him. 0 is how much fatigue. So if they're all zeros, then they're all totally healthy. So the higher those get, the worse you are. Same thing with the wounds right there, W and D. So rations are 98, so that's food. So we're going to definitely want to buy some more food. We don't want to run out of food. Okay, so that's the party overview there. And we're going to set, I think it was, Diesel was the fighter, yeah, so 4. There we go. So we're going to want to put him in front. Eventually we'll probably put somebody in front who's got maybe some scrolls or something that'll, well, somebody that can find traps or stuff like that. So don't really have anybody like that right now. So it's going to be a bit different, but that's okay. All right, so let's go back into the store and buy some stuff. So we had 98 food. So let's buy some potatoes. See how much that gives us. Okay, enter. Okay, so we spent 30. And see how much that gives us. So let's look at our party status here. Oops. Leave. Okay, so party. Alright, so that gives 178. It gives us 80. So it costs us 60. What? It costs us 30, sorry. And we got 80. So that's a pretty good return. I think we'll buy one more. Let's see if there's anything else we need. I don't know if we can. We'll go around to some other shops first to see if there's anything else we can get first. Trading post. Yeah, let's go here. Okay, welcome to the Elthorpe trading post. I buy and trade. So this guy we can buy and trade with. So let's just buy for now. Alright, so we definitely need to get some more stones and arrows. So we'll get some more arrows from Mr. Brody. So you think he had just 25 or something like that of them? Or whatever it was. So let's buy some more. Let's buy at least... we'll buy 2 more. And... so now we get Mags. She is the warlock. And I think it was the bard that is the Schnitz me. So he needs some more stones. So we'll buy another 25 stones anyway. I might hold off in buying. Homing stone I definitely want to buy eventually, because that kind of basically, once you visit an inn in a town, that allows you to set that, use that homing stone. So if you're in a dungeon or something or lost somewhere, you can easily get, or you can easily get back to where you live. I mean, back to a town or something. So let's take a look at. Let's go back out here, and we'll space when done. So let's take a look at everybody now. Can we sell? Yeah, we don't want to sell it. Oh, we already had a torch. So no, that's a torch we bought earlier. So all right. So let's go leave. Okay. All right. And again, let's take a look at the party. Actually, no, we'll take a look at the individual characters here. No, that's not what we wanted to do. Space window. Alright, so let's take a look. Just press enter, I think. No. Alright, it's not what we want to do. How do we look at the characters? Oh, items. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so. Yeah, well, he doesn't need any. We could buy him some ranged weapon, but he's our tank, so probably not yet. I think she's good. So he's good. He's got 70 arrows now, so he started off with 20. He has 70 now. That's good. Mags. We might want to buy the Warlock a sling so they can do other range weapon in case they run out of mana stuff. And he has the sling already, so let's just try to buy. Let's go back out of this here. Okay. And we'll go back in the shop here. And we'll buy a sling for. We only have 46 coins left, so. Mags is shopping. Yeah, so Mags. So let's buy her a sling. Probably should save before I bought it just to see, but it's only 5 coins, so. Alright, so let's leave. Okay. And let's see if we can equip her with the sling. So examine. So it's hit +1, stun +1 maybe. Act 3. That's those action points probably. Damage is B. It's blunt damage. I think that's what it is. Alright, so let's go to equip it. We just go under ranged and then yep, that's it. And right arrow. And that equips it. And she already comes with stones 45. So we'll just leave it at that, I think, for now. Yeah, because she won't be using that much. Oops, and it shouldn't have been. Wait a second. Oh, that's Mags'. Here we go. That was Mags, and we didn't actually equip it. So here. So enter. Okay, maybe she can't equip it. That might be it too. Yep. So she might not be able to use it because I can't. Because I think it would say equip or take off. So let me try it with him. So one is remove. Yeah. So we can't equip it if it doesn't come up here. So we can't use that sling. We may hold on to it. Let's see if anybody else can use it. Let's see if Diesel can use it. So let's trade. So now we're going to do a trade. So he's right here. So give. So hit 2. And we're going to give it to Diesel. And we'll hit space. Okay, so that traded it. So let's see if Diesel can use the sling. I think he might be able to. So, yep, you can equip it. So he has a ranged weapon now. We just got to get him some ammo. Alright, so it wasn't a total waste. But we found out that warlocks cannot use slings. Alright, so let's see here. So we're coming again. So buy. And let's buy some. So it's Diesel. And he'll buy some stones. Only 4, so. Oops. Okay, and then I think that's it. I think that's all we're going to use for now. We could buy one of these other weapons, but for now I think we're just going to go with what we have. We only have 33 coins left, so I think that's good enough to start with. So let's just leave and see what we have. So let's go to the items. Alright. Alright, so Diesel now has a sling. Oh, we have to equip the... Who bought this? Uh-oh. Who bought the stones? Did it? Oh, right here. Gave to Mags by accident, so we'll give those to Diesel. Okay. And now we'll equip them. Two. There you go. Alright, so I think that's good to start with. So let's just go do some exploring. Well, in the town anyway. Check out the town. Welcome to Elthorpe. So we already talked to that person. Sometimes they'll give you clues and stuff to... You look strong. Help us, please. So they obviously need some help. I think this is the inn, I want to say. Yep, so the Shepherd's Rest Inn. Welcome to the Shepherd's Rest Inn. We have Shepherd's Rest. We have warm beds upstairs for 2 coin each. A round of home brewed ale in the common room costs 1 coin. Old Zeke likes to gamble with dice at the back table if you're interested. So we don't want to rest, so let's just drink to see if we can talk to somebody. Sometimes they give us some tips. The innkeeper leads into a large common room with a roaring fire full of people drinking and talking. Everyone relaxes and enjoys a nice mug of ale. You overhear the following. To unlock a door, you need either a set of lockpicks or a spell. So yeah, I think we're going to have to rely on the spell more because we're not going to be ready with any lockpicking skills. Because we don't have a rogue, so that's probably what we're going to have to do. Okay. Okay, so let's try the gamble thing. Let's see what that is. So who? Oh boy. I don't know who's got the highest skill or what that cut. Maybe it's cunning, possibly. So let's just try Broham anyway. Select. All right. Okay, only some bone item society table. He spins, showing you a missing tooth. Want to play? High roller wins. All right, let's try it. We'll try it. You won 1 coin. So you roll 3 die and see who wins. Alright, we're just going to go with that. We're not going to play anymore. We're not really gamblers. Definitely don't want to bet. Let's try bet 5 coins. Why not? Yes, we won 5 coins. Woo! Excellent. So that's basically all it is. Just a simple dice rolling game. Alright, we'll go one more ahead. We won 6 coins, so we'll take that and leave. Okay, space to leave. Alright, so that is it. Pretty much that's all we can do here. Alright, so not much to do there. So we're fully healed, so we checked that out already. Did we check this one out? I don't think so. What's this? Looks like some kind of indoor... What's that? Can't go over there. Whoops. Colorless Grimoire. Aid. Heals ally of a small amount of wounds. So that's what our aid spell does. Glow creates a small light, which we thought it was. Scare causes the army to flee. Zap fires a bolt of energy at an enemy. So these are just basically, you're going to find little hints and stuff in these bookcases and stuff. Imperial Monster Guide Part 5. The Failing is a small creature with a sadistic disposition. Originally from the fairy world, they have been seen in the increasing numbers in the wilds. Although not powerful, they attack in numbers and target the weak and defenseless. Okay, so you can get information from the bookcases. I don't think we can do anything else. These might require a rogue with a lockpick, which we do not have. Let's see what's this. Let's see what's up here. So it looks like a fireplace up there of some sort. Nope. Nothing really in this room. somebody to talk to here. You see a short, rotund man wearing a gold medallion of office, working at a desk. He looks at you over with interest. Welcome to Elthorpe. I am Walder, the village leader. So Elthorpe. We're a small, quiet town. We farm on land, herd goats, and live peacefully until the failings come. Failings. One looks pained. They raid our herds and they have attacked our shepherds. My people are not warriors. They know not how to fight. If only there was a way to stop the failings, I would pay a sizable reward. Let's check out the Empire. The village was founded decades ago at the Empire, when the Empire first explored this region. Eventually they left, leaving a small fort in the pass as a guard post. To be honest, we hardly noticed the Empire's collapse. I think they forgot we were here. He chuckles. At least that means no tax collectors. So, storm. Yes, that was a terrible storm last night. If you think magic was involved with your arrival, you should speak to Frode, our village elder. Okay. So, Frode. Good luck. Alright. So, let's find the village elder. A bookcase, A Song of Flame and Frost. This appears to be a long, dramatic epic full of love, romance, violence, magic, and war. Sadly, it also appears to be unfinished. A small coffer lies here. It is not locked. Ooh, let's check it out. You see several stacks of coins inside. I'm taking them. What do we get? How much did we get? 138. Ooh, I think we did pretty well. We got like 100 coin, I think, there. Nice. I think we had 33 and then we won 5 gambling. Or maybe 6. Maybe I had under 30, I'm not sure, but... So it looks like about 100 we got there. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Alright, so we get our first coinage. What's this, the bed? Oh, that was the... We read that before. I think that's all that's inside here. It's a plant right there. I think we're already down here, but let's check it again to be sure. Nope, that's how we get out. Okay. Alright, let's talk to some people over here. Funny accent. Where are you from? You see a tall bearded man in simple robes and staff. He looks at you curiously. Hail and well met. I am Frode, the village elder. Oh, here he is. Where am I? You know not where you are? How very strange. I can't place your accent, but you sound as if you came from someplace far away. This is Elthorpe, the realm of the Talania, formerly the Great Empire. You told Frode about your strange arrival in this world. When you finish, he is silent for a while. Strange storms, other worlds, astonishing. Seek out the 7 towers of sorcery in Talania. Only they would have the knowledge and power necessary to take you home. Towers? They are the source of magical training and power of the realm, such each ruled by Sorcerer Supreme. They are scattered all over, some harder to find than others. There is one in the highlands north of here through the pass. Elder. I have seen 60 winters, so it is a fair title. I am also the lore master and can identify unknown objects for 5 coins. Okay? Should you have any? So you can identify some items for us. I think that's it. Farewell and good luck. Alright. So I think we are already to these buildings. Maybe not. Let's check them out. Yeah, we already went to the inn there. And I think we went to this one. Yeah, trading post. That's where we were first. And the general store. I think that is all here. These are just buildings that we cannot enter. I think we can get inside this one. There's no door there. This one was the healer. Yeah, we already visited her. Alright, so I think we visited everybody we could here. So alright, so I'm going to call this a video. Episode 1, the introduction, the character creation. And the town of Elthorpe there. And so yeah. So in the next video, we will go off and explore in the wilderness and see if we can run into some creatures and have some battles, and show you a little bit how the rest of the game works. So thank you for joining me. This is Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and this is Realms of course I'm going to forget, Antiquity. Yeah. So take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.